Excellent.
Happy Saturday, everybody. My name is Air Samurai. Welcome to the channel. All right, so today, this video is specifically going to be addressing a question that was left for me in my meta build video. This is in response to Sean Jefferson, who is someone who commented on the video. So Sean, I appreciate you, man, for commenting on the video. Just wanted to make this video real quick and talk about the finishing badges, what finishing badges you need and why you need these finishing badges. All right. So first things first, okay? When it comes to finishing in NBA 2K, the finishing is kind of broken. So what I've done is if you're a slash and play like playmaker like me and you, what I ended up doing is I ended up taking my 21 finishing badges and I ended up evening them out so that way I can do the things that I love to do and still be able to do the things that I have to do in order to be able to score when I need to score. So take a look at this real quick and I'm going to show you exactly what it is I'm talking about. Okay, Sean, so when talking about these finishing badges, they're a little bit weird. You know, I know that you were saying, you know, you were having troubles with them after the patch and everything, but this is my finishing badge setup. And I'm going to explain to you and everybody that's watching this video why I chose these finishing badges and why they are the way they are. Okay, so first things first, come over here. We're going to start off with the Hall of Fame badges, okay? With 21 finishing badges, I got more than enough finishing badges to be able to finish good at the rim, but it depends on your play style, right? So for me, because my dunk rating is so high, I'm going to get a lot of contact dunks, I'm going to get a lot of contact layups. Contact finisher has to be on Hall of Fame. I have tried it on gold. There is a night and day difference between gold contact finisher and Hall of Fame contact finisher, okay? Now, the tricky thing about NBA 2K this year is, you know, I know different people have different issues, you know, after different patches and stuff like that. I pretty much don't have a lot of issues with it because I found ways to like adjust my game to really be able to fit it, because I remember there was one point in time when the game first came out, I was dunking on everybody, right? And I had contact finisher on, I think it was like bronze or silver or something like that. But the difference is that not only do you have the patches that affect the game sliders and sometimes maybe even affecting badges, but you also have to factor in the fact that people are getting their badges. So when I had contact finisher on bronze or silver and the other person didn't have intimidator, this 1 center didn't have intimidator, that's probably the reason why I was finishing a little bit better over them then. But now that these people have intimidator and rim protector, now it makes it a little bit different. So I kind of have to, I can still finish, but I kind of have to pick my angles a little bit more based off of the player, their rating, and how long they've been playing the game. All right, so like I was saying, contact finisher is a must-have. You have to have it. The best way that finishing works, in my opinion, this year is finishing works based off of the stacking of badges, right? So I think that's a common theme that most people have discussed in the 2K community. I don't think there's new news here, but it works off the stacking of badges. So I know a lot of people are confused about contact finisher and slithery finisher and having both of them on. You need slithery finisher. If you look very closely at my badges, I don't have fancy footwork. I have not run with fancy footwork all year. I don't need fancy footwork. Slithery finisher does the job of fancy footwork and slithery finisher in one badge. And let me explain to you why. The reason why is because oftentimes when you get the ball, if you're gonna do a hop step, right? Sometimes, like if you don't have fancy footwork or slithery finisher, you'll notice if you hop step and the person is in the right position, you'll get hung up with the ball, or you'll lose the ball, or you're going to that animation where you kind of walk sideways and you had a ball up here and you'll drop the ball, like the ball will hit off the top of your head or whatever it is, and it'll be a turnover, they can steal it and they can go down to the way, right? Slithery finisher avoids all of that. So with slithery finisher, I can hop past you, but if I hop and I hop into you, I'm gonna get that little extra travel step, and then I'm still gonna try to get off a good, clean look even after that. So slithery finisher has to be on Hall of Fame. There is a night and day difference between gold and Hall of Fame. Put it on Hall of Fame. This is a must-have Hall of Fame badge. You cannot play this game without contact finisher on Hall of Fame and slithery on Hall of Fame. Now, on to the last necessary Hall of Fame badge, Giant Slayer. Now, a lot of people have had, you know, this and that about Giant Slayer and all that kind of stuff. I've been rocking Giant Slayer in Hall of Fame since the beginning of the year. This is the Air Samurai badge along with Bailout. And the reason why I say Giant Slayer is the Air Samurai badge is because I'm 6'6", and my ability to get to the rim year after year after year has been the same. I can do 1 or 2 moves, I can get past you. I can break you down with a first step, I can get past you. I can do, a dribble move, I can get past you. So because I'm able to beat my defender so often and so quickly with very little moves and get to the bucket, I draw a lot of double team help. Now, sometimes when I draw that double team help, I'm able to kick the ball out and get it to a shooter, and sometimes the shooter makes it, sometimes they miss it, depends on who I'm playing with, you get what I'm saying? But other times, depending on the contest of that layup, if I'm still going up, Giant Slayer is a must-have badge, because not only has it allowed, I've seen myself dunk more when centers are in the paint because I have Giant Slayer on, but I also get special animations that make it harder for centers to time and block. Now, I've still been blocked. I've been snatch blocked from time to time, but it hasn't happened often. I've probably been snatch blocked out of the air, and it's December. I've probably been snatch blocked probably 3 or 4 times out of the entire year. That's not saying too much for a person that continually gets to the rim and 90% of their buckets are at the basket. So Giant Slayer is an absolute must-have badge. You can't do without it. It's gonna boost your layup percentages, especially sometimes I like to go to the paint and I don't even want to try to dunk on the center. I'll try to go in specifically and do a layup. Giant Slayer is gonna give me a layup animation that is gonna help me beat that defender and keep me from getting hung up more often times than not. So Giant Slayer is a must-have purple badge. Now, before we continue talking about the other badges, I want to talk to you about a couple badges that I wish I could have, okay? I wish I could have this on bronze, but I can't. And I also wish I could have this on gold, but I can't. All right, and the reason being is because with putback boss, obviously you're going to enable the putback dunks. Now, the reason why I don't have it is because I feel like oftentimes, especially playing the threes in the park, I'm not going to get that many opportunities to go back and put back the ball anyway. So it's a waste of a badge point, in my opinion. It's kind of silly that 2K doesn't let you, get put back dunks without the badge, but whatever. All right, and then teardropper. A teardropper is specifically for when you're beating the other person's man to the paint, and for some odd reason, we all know this, 2K for years now doesn't care about letting people just sit in the paint on defense. They just want people to just camp out in the paint. So because they want people to camp out in the paint, when you beat them, if you had teardropper on gold or Hall of Fame, you throw up quicker floaters, right? And throwing up a quicker floater, once you beat the first man, you throw up a floater, and now they're in disarray. They don't know what to do. What am I going to do now? Am I going to stay in the paint and let this guy just keep shooting floaters on me? Am I going to come out to try to guard him? What's going to happen? So certain badges just make you more unpredictable and make you harder to guard, and that's why I wish I had these badges. All right, on to the next badge, the next 2 badges, the gold badges. You need Relentless Finisher on gold. I have tried to play the game without Relentless Finisher. It is a night and day difference, okay? Now, Relentless Finisher on Hall of Fame is cool, but gold will do, okay? Gold will allow you to finish consistently at the rim. And this is because I dunk so much in traffic over and over and over again, and I dunk so much in the break that it is often hard for people to, if I don't have this badge, I'm not gonna be able to do it as often. Or I get weird layup animations and stuff like that when I'm really expecting to throw it down in their face. So that's the reason why Relentless Finisher is on gold. If I could put it at Hall of Fame, I would, but I've taken 1 badge off of Pro Touch and I put it on Acrobat for bronze, and I'll explain to you why in a second. All right, next, Consistent Finisher. Consistent Finisher is another must-have badge. It's weird because laying the ball up this year in the game is so strange. I've been pretty much a slasher every single year that 2K has come out. I've never had problems getting to the rim, knifing through the defense, finishing at the basket, right? And greening layups. But for some odd reason this year, even if I get to what I feel like is a slightly late or slightly early layup, I'll get a late or early. So Consistent Finisher is the ultimate badge to have on to be able to combat stuff like that. You gotta put it on gold. You're not gonna feel the effects really if it's on silver. If it's on gold, you're gonna get, every time you get fouled or something like that, whether it be in a park or a pro-am, or even in my career, you're gonna get a lot of and ones. And anybody that likes to slash loves to get and ones because it is it's one of the joys of slashing to the basket, dunking on somebody, getting an and one, or getting hit with a layup and not looking at the basket, throwing something up backwards or reverse, and getting one of those nice Kyrie or Jordan type layups to go in. So that's why I like Consistent Finisher. Next, our silver badge, Pro Touch. Pro Touch, I originally had on gold. I knocked it down to silver, and I'm explaining to you why. With Pro Touch specifically is supposed to boost the shot percentages on slightly late, slightly early, or excellent release layups, right? If it's excellent, it's gonna go in anyway, because it's green. But if it's slightly early or slightly late, it's still slightly early, slightly late. That's still a pretty high percentage shot in NBA 2K. But the thing is like, you don't really need that much of a boost on a slightly early or slightly late, because those often go in more than anything else anyway. So that's the reason why it's on silver. The reason why I have acrobat on bronze is because I do a lot of reverse layups. Okay. Oftentimes the defense really is like just trying to like cut me off and stuff. I go baseline with the Kyrie layup package on, do that hang layup where I kind of curve underneath the basket like that, and I float it up off the glass, or it just falls right in. So that's the reason why I have acrobat on, because if I do that layup, right, if I release that layup and I get it late, I don't get it on excellent release or slightly early, slightly late, and I do that reverse, right? If I just have consistent finisher on, it may or may not go in. But consistent finisher on gold combined with acrobat on bronze helps that layup fall so much, it's not even funny. I am really hoping that I'm gonna hit legend this year. If I hit legend this year, I'm definitely going to be able to get what I would say is like acrobat on gold, Pro Touch on gold, relentless on Hall of Fame, and maybe teardrop on gold and put back boss on bronze. Those are the things I would like. I've tried consistent finish on Hall of Fame, you don't need it. I've tried Pro Touch on Hall of Fame, you don't need that either. But these are the bad setups that I have right now for finishing after patch 9. I hope this helped you out, Sean. I hope this video made a little bit of sense. If you want to see any other videos based off of like shooting or playmaking or defense and stuff like that, I'd be happy to put those out. And yeah, to anybody out there that made the /playmaker, welcome to making the best, one of the hardest, most skilled builds to play with in NBA 2K20. I honestly think that because you got the ability to finish at the rim, you're fast, you can move fast, but you don't have that great at shooting. You really got to get to a place where you can create your own shot and be able to shoot with consistency. So if you got any questions about any stuff like that, man, hit me up, let me know in the comment section down below. I am on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Follow me on all those platforms. You'll get to have more information from me about anything that it is that's going on with me. And also too, please support the movement that I'm doing right now with the Air Samurai brand, because I'm trying to make animation or anime style series and different things like that. That's been my lifelong dream, but right now I'm leaning all the way into this 2K thing to try to be able to make cool videos and take that money and whatever it is that I make off of YouTube and use that to be able to build the anime stuff. Because while kind of like making 2K videos is kind of like tennis, or kind of like a golf, we can go out and it's a one-man thing. Animation is much more of a team sport, so we're trying to do things to help build up to be able to make that stuff and make it really, really cool. So check me out on all those different platforms, man. Follow me, leave a like, it really helps me out. I appreciate it if you share it with somebody else, if you like what it is that's going on here on the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, my name is Air Samurai. Happy Saturday.